Hey guys, welcome back to Susan Shares. Today we're going to touch on an issue of the heart, and it's the letting go process. And anytime we let go of anything, it becomes an issue of the heart, especially at this time of year. The letting go process is very apropos for this time of year because we're talking about going back to school. And for young moms especially, when they have children that are going to school for the very first time. For some moms, it's a very difficult process. And for others, they not so much. And why is that? Because it's an issue of the heart. And so if you're a young mom, and you have a child going to school for the very first time and you're really struggling with that, that's I want to normalize that for you because it's very normal. And if you're a mom that your child is going off to college perhaps for the very first time, you're also experiencing the letting go process. And if you're having a very difficult time with that, that's really normal too. And others don't have a hard time with it either. That's also normal. So there's no right or wrong. It's just they're issues of the heart. And so you either struggle with it or you don't. But the verse that comes to my mind for all of it is 1 Thessalonians 5:18. And it says, in all things give thanks. For this is God's will for you in Christ Jesus. So in all things, give thanks. Because the worst thing would be if our children did not mature at the rate that they're supposed to be maturing. They didn't start school. They didn't go to college. They didn't, if it's your plan for your child or the child's the desire of his heart to mature and go on to college, and every family is different. But if that's their plan and that's what they wanted to do, or if like for me, both of our children are married, but one of them lives in Los Angeles, California, and they were just recently home for a visit for a week. I drove them to the airport to plop on a plane, and when we got them loaded on the plane and I got in the car, I was just bawling. And that was a letting go process for me. And it was tears of complete, because I miss them. I love them so much. But I was also driving home literally thankful. God, thank you for Jake marrying the woman that I've prayed for since Jake was in my womb. As soon as I was pregnant with him, I started praying for a spouse. Thank you of who he's married to. Thank you for blessing him in his career. Thank you that he's living in the town that flourishes, that he's flourishing in his career. And thank you for the family that he's married into. Thank you for Mariah and her career and how you flourished, how she's flourishing in her career there. Thank you. I just had so many things to be thankful for their marriage, Lord. Thank you for their marriage and how they're growing together because of you, Lord. And thank you that they look to you for all things. And I had so much to be thankful, even in the midst of my tears and in the struggle of me letting them go. Because that's geography, but the letting go process. And you relate that back. I remember when Chad, our firstborn, went to kindergarten for the first time. Jake was just 3 years old, and we were taking Chad to kindergarten. And I remember Linda Hancock was his kindergarten teacher, and she literally said to me, Susan, if you will leave, I think it will help the other children, because I was crying and I would not leave the classroom. So young mothers, I understand the letting go process. But the worst thing I will say when I walked out would be because Chad was perfectly fine. He just found a friend and they started playing. I was the one not leaving the kindergarten classroom because I was so concerned he would not be all right until the teacher asked me to please let Susan, if you would please leave. And I remember that so clearly. And I left and he flourished, of course. And when I left, he flourished. And from then on, I just dropped him off. But anyway, letting go can be hard. But in all things, even that situation, I was thankful for his teacher, thankful that he flourished, thankful. So the letting go process, if you're an empty nester, there are so many phases of our lives that we're letting go. But in all things, we don't have, it doesn't say for things to be thankful. I wasn't thankful that Mariah and Jake hopped on the plane and were leaving. I wasn't thankful for that, and that was not me at all. But in all things, it says be thankful, and I had so much to be thankful for. And I know as young moms, there's so many things you can be thankful for. And so I hope that helps the letting go process. In the middle of the tears, there's so much to be thankful for. So have a great day. Love you, moms. Bye-bye.